Hi, welcome back to my channel. Now, you're going to wonder if you look at the title, How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days. When this book came out, November 2nd, 2021, 8 months ago, I guess. Why am I putting this video up today? For two reasons. One is I'm clearing up my backlog of of book reviews that I need to write for NetGalley, Goodreads, and my blog. And the second reason is this book was just so much fun. And, I got it as a digital print ARC, but I want to see if I got it as a digital ARC. We're going to just run over to NetGalley, and I'll let you know, because sometimes I get books in multiple formats. So I'm pretty quick, so I can tell you in 1 second. Keanu, Keanu. I got it, okay, just as a digital ARC and as a print ARC. But because I was so far behind, am I ever not behind? Okay, we won't go there. I was able to get it from my library and listen to it as an audiobook. So you can't lose when it comes to that, right? I don't know why I can't get back to Goodreads. Please go back to Goodreads. Okay, we're just going to have to manually type it in, because I was trying to hit the back button, but the back button says, no, I don't want to work for you. So when I was going through my NetGalley queue for reviews that I haven't yet written, surprisingly, this and a couple of other books that I read back in 2021 came up. So when I went over to my blog, this is my blogger, where I create my book reviews for my blog. I started this book review. I just never finished it. But there's a good reason for that. I read this book back in January. It looks like I read it, I read it back in October. Okay, anyway, when I read this book, I wanted to make a video, but I wasn't really making a lot of videos at that time. I wanted to put it on my blog because it was supposed to be on my blog at that time. And I also wanted to follow through with the fact that publishers are constantly sending me books for review. They're just, they're coming left, right, left. Yeah. Okay. So they're here, and they deserve to be given the attention that is due them. So for right now, we're going to throw up a digital screenshot of this, so I don't have to hold the book up. Now, it's been a while since I read this book. It's been a long while, but it's such a fun book that I just felt like I should make a video. So let's read the blurb at the back of the book. I do that maybe 1 out of 20 times, but I'm going to do it this time. It starts off, Dear Keanu, you don't know me, but I'm about to ruin your wedding. Really? Artist Bethany Lou Carlisle is supposed to be getting her life together, not obsessing about the walking perfection that is Keanu Reeves. But when news breaks that Keanu is getting married in 90 days, Lou has no choice but to drop everything and persuade him to marry her. At least cancel the wedding that will keep hope alive in dreams of so many others. All she needs to do is convince her longtime friend, True Erickson, to help her find the one. True isn't exactly sure how he got roped into chasing an elusive actor all over the country, but it probably has something to do with his unending crush on Lou. So why is he doing everything he can to help her meet the man of her dreams? Because with Lou, anything is possible, even going on a completely outrageous and excellent adventure to find her perfect man. Or will she finally realize that the perfect man has been right by her side all along? Now, since October, when I read this book, I have read, I would venture to say 400 books. Yes, 100, since I read this. But guess what? I remember this book. Of course I do. I remember just about everything. And I love this book. And as the blurb brought out, Lou Bethany Lou, we call her Lou in the book, had the hugest crush on Keanu Reeves, and he announces that he's going to get married. Oh no, she's going to find him and she's going to say, hey, it's me you're supposed to marry, not your new fiance. But she doesn't go on the road trip by herself. Her friend True goes along with her. The thing is, True has a huge crush on Lou. But she doesn't see it because her rose-colored glasses, the only thing she can see in those glasses is Keanu Reeves. I love this book. I loved it. I'm not going to lie. Can you see the perpetual grin that sits on my face the whole entire time I'm talking about a book I read last year? A book that you may not even read because there's so many books coming out every day right now that you want to get your hands on. Okay, so what were my thoughts back in October? I said that Keanu Reeves, longtime single, has finally announced his engagement. But as far as Lou is concerned, it's to the wrong woman. His wedding is set for 3 months, in 3 months. So Lou has got 3 months to find him and to convince him that he's making a huge mistake. And as mentioned, her best friend, Truman Erickson, and his nickname is True, accompanies her for this journey. And I loved it. I feel like I'm being silly here. I lost it on Goodreads. I feel like I'm being silly here because I read a lot of historical fiction, World War II based. I read a lot of crime thrillers and police procedurals. So when you read a book like this, and yes, I lost it on Goodreads again, it makes you smile because it's lighthearted. It's a lighthearted read. I loved it, and I wanted to tell you about it. And who knows, I may go back to other books in my older queue on NetGalley and tell you about them to bring notoriety to a book that I think that you would enjoy. Now, sadly, this book only gets a 2.92 average on Goodreads for 883 reviews with over 3,000 ratings, nearly 4,000. But I liked it. And I'm going to tell you the reason that I liked it is the story was cute, the premise was cute, but we know that it's completely unrealistic. I do remember, and I know that this has happened more than once, but I do remember one time at a Bruce Springsteen concert, a girl that was in his front row really liked him, and they did get married, subsequently divorced. So I do know that obviously Hollywood or icons or performers, they marry the common person. So that part of it is not so far from reality, but the fact that a complete stranger can pen him a letter saying, you don't know me, but I'm about to ruin your wedding because it's me you should marry. I just thought it was cute. So I don't know. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me if you're going to check it out. It's $10 at the Kindle store, but you can probably, where's my Kindle? I'm going to tell you where you can get this book for your own perusal. I am going to bring up Hoopla to see if it's on Hoopla. Because I don't know. I just have a feeling. And sometimes you have to go with your feeling, you know. So I'm bringing up Hoopla, which is connected to my local library. The Kindle is a lot slower than the iPad. All right, so it's not on Hoopla, so let's see if it's on Overdrive. Overdrive, I like Overdrive a little bit more because I think I've got it tied into like 9 libraries. So we'll just pick one out of the 9. And slow Kindle. The reason I'm not looking this up on the iPad, which is faster, is I don't think I have my library cards on my iPad because I don't usually use it. For library books, I do all my reading on my Kindles, so that's why I'm using the slower device. Yes. I'm so glad I found it. There you go. Available as an audiobook, available as an ebook. So, let me know if you want a light day of reading. and you want to just shake some of the stress off of you. And if you do, and you want this book, who cares that it's a lower rating on Goodreads? Everything is not about World War II. Everything is not about murders and serial killers and crime thrillers and horror and drama. Why not have a light book? So there you have it, me reaching into the past of this vault of books that I still haven't reviewed yet. There you go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.